Are you new to Kuori Lake and you're having a difficult time trying to find what gear to use, what lures to use, what leaders to use, and you're just losing it because you don't know what to do? Well, I'm going to show you today what to do at Kuori Lake when you first unlock it. All right, this is going to be a speed run. This is the first speed run of a beginner's guide I've done because I know a lot of you don't want to sit here and listen to me talk for about 2 hours explaining what to do. All right. So if you want a longer guide, go to my other guides of Kuori Lake. They're a lot longer. This is going to be a speed run. Everything that you need to know with a speed run. You're gonna probably got to pause the video a bunch of times in this video. I do apologize, but I'm just gonna try this and see how it works. But all right, let's get started here, guys. This is a speed run. All right, so the first rods and reels you want to invest in at Kuori Lake. This is what I used. I have over 1,000 hours at Kuori Lake. I messed up a million times in my life at this water body. Everyone's gonna have their own opinions. This is what worked for me. Okay, what worked for me. Okay, 1,000 hours in Kuori. I'm level 45. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is my favorite map. Again, 1,000 hours on Kuori Lake. Everyone's going to have their own opinions because I got crap before, but this is what worked for me. Okay, so let's get started. So the first reels and rods you want to invest to is heavy. This is the cheapest, best rod you're going to get for right off the bat. So this is what I invested in. This is going to be around 200 silver for the heavy, 250 or ish. Do not buy any equipment at Kuori Lake. Kuori Lake is the most expensive map out of all maps to buy equipment, including the workshop and hardware shop. Do not, I repeat, do not buy equipment here. Volkhov River is the cheapest map to buy your equipment and to repair your items beside Beluga Reels. They have their own separate shops for those, but workshops. But this is what you will want to do. Okay, just make sure you don't buy anything here. So this is what you want to do. So fishing heavy S70H. This is my first rod I have ever gotten trolling Kuori Lake. This is 11 kilograms. So the first reel that I bought with this was the Mosquito 2. So the line here I would use, if you're using 11 kilogram load capacity rod, I would use a 9 kilogram load capacity line with a 7 kilogram load capacity leader. But again, using a leader that low is gonna make even tiny fish make you run for your money. Okay, but you want to make sure that your line is over the kilograms of your leader. Your leader must be under the kilogram of your line. I mean, you can go over your line kilogram with the leader, but it's not recommended. I know people who've done it. You can easily do it, but just don't risk it for the biscuit. You don't have the silver to just replace everything. Okay, make sure your leader is under your line kilogram. So if you're using a 20 kilogram line, use even a 19 kilogram leader. That's fine, as long as the leader is under the line. The reason why you want that is because the weakest part of your setup is going to break first. So if your leader is the weakest part, that's just going to break first every time. So you're fine. But if you put the line first, man, you don't want to do that. Then you have a chance of breaking your reels, you have a chance of breaking your rods. So just make sure that your leaders are under your line kilograms to make sure that your leader just gets ripped off every time if pike do bite it or it gets snagged. You don't lose your entire setup. Okay, make sure your leader is under the line kilogram. All right, so this is what you do to start out with the express fishing heavy. If you want a tiny bit of an upgrade, I did the premium stick right here. Premium stick. This is a little bit more silver, but this one has a 12.1 kilogram load capacity, so a little bit more load capacity to work with here, right? If you're feeling a little fancy and you have like 100 silver more in your wallet and you want to spend a little bit more, go ahead and buy the fishing premium stick, right? This is your first beginner rods. These, you can't expect to haul in a 10 kilogram lake trout trophy and haul it in like a minnow. That's not how it's gonna work. Okay, these are your beginner rod setups. Even 2-3 kilogram fish might make you run for your money. Okay, remember, this is your beginner setups. Doesn't matter what game you play, every beginner setup is ass. Okay, so so that's what I recommend. I wouldn't recommend going anything lower than the Saber 60 or the Mosquito reel, because the reels under those are still actually pretty pricey and they're not as good. So you're going to invest into a lower end reel besides the Saber 60 and the Mosquito reel. Say you buy the Adretica. Well, the Adretica is not meant to troll Kuori. It's not a high powerful reel. Well, neither is the Saber 60 or Mosquito. But that's why I recommended those reels, because it's the minimum. It's the minimum you want.
Okay, is it the best? No, but it's the minimum. Okay, but if you go below that, like I'm saying, and buy the Adretica reel, well, you're just gonna, it's gonna be a living hell. Okay, because now you spent 500 silver on the Adretica when you could have saved up 300 more silver. You know, just be a little more patient and could have got a way better reel. But because you just wanted it now, you spent all your 500 silver or 400 silver and you bought the Adretica, and now you just completely just screwed everything over. Unless you want to go bream fishing for a while. But like I said, I messed up a lot in this game. I don't know, such a bad point in this game where I had one rod, I had one reel, and they were all at like 90% wear, and it took me about 10 minutes to bring in a 3 kilogram fish. I'm not lying. I literally wanted to quit. In my mind, I wanted to quit. I had no silver. I only had one trolling setup, not two, just one. They were ass. They were all worn out. I had no silver to repair my stuff. I was so poor, I couldn't even buy a leader from the tackle shop. I wasn't high enough level or skill to make my own leaders. Or I might have been, I just didn't have the silver to make the tool. I didn't have enough money to buy lures or spinners. I had to go to the administration shop to get free lures to troll Kuori with. So no leaders and free administration shop lures at Kuori Lake. That's how bad off I was. And from that moment on, I gained motivation and I turned it around. And here I am, level 45. So Kuori Lake is one of the biggest reasons why I'm here today. I didn't go to any of the map. When I unlocked Kuori Lake, I stayed here till Amber. I never traveled to Bear, Volkov, Donuts, Sora, Ladoga, nothing. I grinded Kuori. I saved up for a Fortuna cart rod, 2 of them, all at Kuori Lake. I saved up for 2 HSVs trolling Kuori Lake, all hours invested. You know, you don't have to do what I do. You can easily go to Bear, Volkov, Donuts, River. Oh, by means, experiment yourself. But this is what I did. I just spent and invested 1,000 hours at Kuori Lake, and I just did. I grinded until Amber Lake. I saved up 2 Fortuna cart rods, 2 HSV, all at Kuori Lake. It was a fun time. Not really fun. Not 1,000 hours, but yeah. So there you go. I'm not going to talk about the HSVs or anything like that because that's not beginners. If you want to know a setup after that, go with the linear. Okay, the linear. So this is the rod that I bought. This is my 3rd rod that I bought up from Kuori Lake. This one right here. So again, if you go to Volkov, Mosquito, Winding, this is probably around a 900 silver rod. So this would be the next investment. This is a 20.1 kilogram load capacity, way high. That's double the load capacity of the other ones. So definitely recommend this one as your 3rd rod. After you buy the if you want to buy 2 premium sticks, 2 heavies, or 1 heavy and 1 premium, and do what you want to do. And then your next setup after that, go with the linear. And the reason why I say that to buy the Saber 60 and the Mosquito reel first is because you're going to put that onto your new setup. So yes, your reel is going to be a little bit overkill for this low ass rod, like the heavy rod and the premium stick. It's going to be a little bit overkill for those rods. But you want to buy the Saber 60 and the Mosquito, put that on your lowest setup, the premium stick and the heavy, so that when you upgrade your setup, you can just take that Saber 60 or Mosquito, okay, and put that on your linear. So now you don't have to worry about getting a new reel on top of getting the linear. So you just transfer it over. So it makes your life a lot easier too. So all you have to do is buy another rod, okay? And then once you have the Saber 60 and all that Mosquito on the linear, the setup after that would be, I don't want to say it because this is the Speedrun beginner guide, but it's like HSV and all that, like the Model ones and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so that's what you want for the reels and rods. So how to make leaders, okay? So if you go to the hardware shop, they're going to have leaders. Oh, not leaders, the fishing tool, okay? Don't buy from the hardware shop here. It's highway robbery. Go to another map. Don't go to Bly either. But the fishing tool is 580. This is how you make leaders, custom leaders. If you don't want to buy this, you don't have to. You can message me in game, and I'll give you some leaders, okay? I don't know why I'm whispering right now, but if you message me in game, I will make sure that you never have to buy a fishing tool ever again. I'll be a sugar daddy, all right? You don't have to buy this. I will literally make your day, okay? You don't have to buy this. If you want to ask me forever, I will continuously give everyone leaders. I don't care. You don't have to buy this tool. I'll give the leaders. I'm a nice guy. I bet you no one else would do that. Anyone in the game, you don't have to buy this fishing tool. You can rely on me to give you leaders, okay? I will do it. So that's how you make leaders. And then once you have the tool, you go to crafting, you go to leaders, you go to common. You want 60 because 60 is the best. 60 is the best for to getting trophies on, but it's the worst for fish falling off the hook. The lower you go with the centimeters, the more chances the fish is going to stay on the hook, but less chance of a trophy. So 60 centimeters it is. So yeah, so 19 kilogram there. You're going to want to use a 21 kilogram swivel. That's the closest. Because if you use, say, like a 30 kilogram snap and swivel, it's just going to make everything a lot bigger. With the diameter a lot bigger, it's going to make everything not good. So you want to make sure that your swivels match your leader, your line here. Okay. So say if you use a 18 kilogram swivel and a 19 kilogram line, now what's that going to do? Well, if you do that, then now your fluorocarbon leader will go from 19, it will go to 18 kilogram. If you use a 17 kilogram swivel on a 19 kilogram, it will turn it to a 17 kilogram leader. So if you use anything under kilogram wise for your swivels under your line, it's going to make it this kilogram right here. So yeah, always make sure it is above 19 kilograms if you want 19 kilograms, but make sure it's closest to 19, but still over 19, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so there you go. That's what you want. Again, I'll give you the leaders if you want, so that'll save you a lot of time. So now let's talk about lures and spinners. All right. So what I used at Kuori Lake was the best lures and spinners, in my opinion, in this game for Kuori Lake is spikers. Is the spiker 2 right here, the yellow one, the green one, the red one. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So the yellow, green, and red was my favorite to use at Kuori Lake. I've used this so many times. I love the spikers at Kuori Lake. Another one you can use is the Hornet ones. That's spelled right. Oh no, I didn't. Hornet ones. The original one right here. This one works really good. You can experiment with all the other colors, but it's a lot of silver. So you want to make sure if you're spending this much silver that you get the right one. So again, I'll help some people off with these if you want, but I can't help everyone because I will drain my bank account very fast if I sent everyone a 50 silver lures. So that's what you want. If more lures you can use is Hunter 3s. These also work at Kuori Lake very well. Okay. Dodger cranks. These work really good. The blue ones here work really good at Kuori Lake. I think it's this one right here, the blue one. I heard this one's really good. Balsa joins and minnows. Those are gold only, and that is behind the cafe here. So if you want balsa minnows and joins, or you can just ask me and I'll give you a balsa join or minnow. But if you want to spend gold, here's a specialty shop, and this is where you get all the specialty lures. So all the balsa, poppers, foam river fish, spoon, all the custom lures are here, right? So if you want to go ahead and buy yourself with gold, go ahead. But I'll give you one if you ask me. So there's no need for that. So yeah, those are the lures I would suggest using at Kuori Lake. Let's see. So say you have an 8 kilogram line, right? You don't want to use a 19 kilogram leader because remember, the weakest part of your setup is going to break first. So that's why you always want your leader to be under your line kilograms. Okay, because you don't want to risk breaking your setup or you're going to lose your mind. So if your leader is the weakest on your setup, that's going to be the first thing that breaks every single time. So you want to make sure that the leader is under your line kilograms, right? Okay. So this is the dairy shop. This is where you get all your dairy stuff, your goodies, all right, for cottage cheese dough and all that good stuff. Hardware shop, again, highway robbery, don't buy it here. Fish market, that's the Kuori house. If you have a lot of gold or a lot of silver and you want to go ahead and buy it, you'll get unlimited access at Kuori Lake. And the trolling routes that I use at Kuori Lake is I go through one around the loop here. I go around, I go through 7.5. I go down here to 13. I come back because 9's always asks for me. So I just turn around to 13. I come down here, 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 and just keep doing the same rotation all over again. And it'll make you a ton of silver. All right, guys. That's basically everything you need to know about Kuori Lake. You know, it could be a lot more detailed, but I'm just showing you the most basic stuff to get you started right off the bat at Kuori Lake. All right. Again, the boat station. Did I show you the vodka station? I think I did. Yeah, vodka and smoked trout. This is the boat station here. I'd get the actually, you know what? I'd get the 5-day boat rental to get the best bang for your buck. But yeah, you can go to that island over there and you can fish for roughy during the night, or burbot and roughy during the night, facing the wall. So facing this wall right here, or right here, towards this wall. you're going to get a lot of burbot and a lot of roughy. So use night crawlers or fish pieces for burbot, or use tiny 24 hooks with red worms, all right, for the island at nighttime. So you can troll during the day and you can bottom feed during the night. It's a win-win situation. And I think that's it, guys, for the speedrun. If I missed anything, let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this little mini series, beginner's guide of Kuori Lake. And I'll catch you all on the very next episode of Russian Fishing for Take Care.